Scams can happen to anyone, anytime, any day. It nearly happened to me when a friendly guy came to me and said, I know some good place where you can go and eat, or nice club where you can go meet girls, blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, mate, I travel alone and I don't need any company. The guys seem very genuine and very nice, but I know this kind of scams. If they don't use girls, they will use another person. So it's as easy as that. So don't fall for it. I have a nice special for you about scams or robbery that happens to many travelers around the world. More especially it happens to men, because sometimes the beauty of a woman fools a man, and man thinks, she's a beautiful woman, maybe I take this one home. So watch out for that, because we're going to talk about this with a friend of mine, Abdullah.
Hello guys, I'm Abdullah. Yeah, that scam is a very bad thing during travel. When you are on holiday, imagine that some girls come to you in the bar, cafe, restaurant and scam you, and you pay $300 or whatever. That would be hard. You wouldn't be in the best holiday actually.
And it's worse because it's countries which a dollar is much stronger. So their meal will be like maybe $3 or $5. And then if they scam you for $100, then it's like that's a wage for entire month.
Yeah,
you know, for them, right. Or maybe a wage for 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. Like so in some countries, you can live for 1 month by $100. Like for example, in Egypt, because I'm studying there, I met so many people in Egypt. The living cost per month is $100.
Oh my God!
Imagine you pay that only in one dinner for 2 girls scamming you. That's not the best holiday, I think.
It will be horrible. That will be really terrible. That. Привет.
Привет.
Матвей, окей.
Меня зовут Абдалла.
Матвей, Россия?
Да, Россия.
Наташа, Россия?
Россия.
Yeah. Omsk. Мы пешком, автостоп, Tomsk, Vladivostok, Tomsk, Novosibirsk, Omsk. Yeah. Yes. Yakutsk, Oymyakon. Oymyakon, очень холодно. Yeah, автостопом, yeah. Yeah. Yes, Russia. Привет. We just made friends here.
Yeah, from Russia.
Матвей.
Наташа, мы из Омска, привет.
Wow.
Nice to meet you guys.
Мы только по-русски, вы по-английски.
Нет русский, чёт.
Omsk театр Omsk.
Есть.
Yeah, директор, мой друг, Vladimir. Yeah.
Знаю.
No, Omsk. No, yeah, Vladimir Tomsk.
Да.
Yes, Vladimir Tomsk. Yes.
Вот это.
Yeah, you want photo?
Можно я на свой вот так вот? Ага. Вот.
As we're sitting in this lovely car with my brother from another mother,
Thank you.
we're going to discuss about scams that you should watch out for. Don't get scammed when you're traveling, because some of us travelers, we get scammed the same way that
that's true.
So I met my brother here and he was telling me of some of the scams that happened to some of the countries that he visited, that he's been through. You want to share that with the viewers, mate?
Yeah, of course. I traveled around 12 countries in the world.
Yeah.
And that happened almost in 5 to 6 countries that I've been there. Yeah, they tried to scam me actually. Yeah. And that wasn't
so they were like trying to rob you from what? Was it women who were trying it or men?
Actually, it's women. It's usually like when you go to restaurant, cafe or bar, 2 beautiful girls sit next to you.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to start a new conversation. Oh, hello, how are you? Smiling into your face.
Honey
you're
trap.
nice. Yeah, that's right. You're beautiful. You're handsome, and so on.
Okay.
And they just keep ordering like shisha, kalyan, juices, cocktails, food.
So you don't know these girls?
No, I don't know them.
Okay.
They just strangers, randoms in the
All right.
restaurant you're sitting, and they just came over.
Oh, so you're sitting at a restaurant. Let me just try to explain this to my viewers. So you're sitting at the restaurant, and then some random beautiful girls come just because they see that you're sitting alone, or just 2 guys sitting, and they said, hi, how are you? And they
that's right.
start telling you how good looking you are, blah, 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 blah.
Exactly, that's it.
And then they sit with you and then start ordering food.
Yes, they're ordering food, drinks, everything, and you just maybe had, let's say, a cheesecake and drink.
Yeah.
And then
which costs less than $5 or less than $7.
Let's say even if it's $5.
Yeah.
And then at the end you ask for the bill,
Yeah.
you got shocked because you find that you're gonna pay for all the table, for
Oh my
everything.
God.
Yeah.
So
for
then I hit him
everything.
with a bill of how much?
$100.
So they
for
hit you with a
example.
bill of $100.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They
I
did.
know a story of this guy when he became my friend after a while. He was traveling in one country alone, and he said he came across this woman who was sitting alone near a park. It was at night, it was like 9, and she was like crying. So he stopped to try and ask her if she needed help, if she was okay. And she said, no, I'm okay, I'm just waiting for my friend, blah, 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 pretend, with crocodile tears, of course.
Yeah.
And after that she said, well, I'm waiting for my friend, but if you don't mind, maybe we could go and wait for her at a bar. I know one good bar or one good club. So the guy went there with them. They went to a pub or a bar or club, wherever she recommended. And when he got there, she started making some calls, and another girl came and joined them. So it was 3 of them. So 2 beautiful girls with this guy, and they were all sitting down, having something to drink and something
Yeah,
to
smiling
eat.
in his face.
Yes, and he was smiling at everything. He said everything was cool. He said they just looked so genuine. They didn't look like they were going to rob him or scam him. And after a while, he wanted to go, and the waiter came and gave him a bill,
Oh.
and it was $300.
Oh God.
And he said, $300? What happened? I only drank two pints of lager, 2 beers, and I had some food. It cannot be $300. And they said, oh well, you gotta pay for the girls as well, otherwise we call the police. He said, I'll call the police. He called the police. The police came and said, well, you came with these girls and you were all eating all these, so you have to pay or we're going to arrest you. He ended up forking out $300.
Oh.
So I'm saying to all of you guys who are traveling or who are planning on traveling, watch out for that.
And actually, when I was in that cafe or restaurant, I told them, okay, I don't want to pay. I will call the police first, and whatever the police say, I will follow the police.
Yeah.
They say no. I told them, like, you have 2 choices. You give me the bill for myself, which is like cheesecake and a drink, that could cost, let's say, $10 or $8. Or the other option, I will call the police and they will block your business. He say, no, sorry. I think you just pay for yourself. I told him, yes, this is right. Now, I like you more now.
So if you listen to what Abdallah is saying there, he's basically saying, if you are traveling and you meet one of these people, a girl or 2 girls, and then they invite you to a bar or pub, as soon as you get there, if you're drinking, just make it clear that you are not going to pay for their drinks.
Exactly.
And or the best way to deal with such a situation, don't fall into that trap. My advice is, you are in a foreign country. You don't know them. They know it's their country. They know the bars. They know the pubs. They know the clubs. So if somebody invites you to a bar or club or pub or restaurant, walk away from that. It's much easier. Just walk away.
Exactly.
Choose your own restaurant. Choose your own bar. If
Exactly.
you want the best place to drink or eat, I always say to people, ask taxi drivers in the area, ask minibus drivers, ask older people in the market, ask people working in shops and restaurants and things like that, and that is much better for you, because
Exactly.
otherwise you're going to get scammed.
Yeah, if any strange or random girl recommended a place for you, you should, the best thing for you, you should choose the place. Don't let her to choose the place. Tell her, I know a good place, or you can go to a shopping mall where everything is there, drinks, food, shopping, everything. That would be a way safer for you.
You know what, brother, I think the biggest problem here as travelers, more especially us men, when we get that little attention from a pretty lady, we drop our guard. That's why we become victims. So don't drop your guards, no matter how pretty she looks. Don't drop your guard. Just do the best that you can with the little that you've got. Find out more information.
Exactly.
Don't say, well, I just met this girl, let's go to that club, let's go to that pub, let's go to that restaurant, because the bill is going to be massive, and I'm sorry,
You will get depressed.
but even the police sometimes are on it, because this restaurant or bar, whatever place it is, they are paying certain police. I'm not saying all police are corrupt, but come on.
Of course, some of them
Yes,
everywhere.
yeah, of
everywhere.
course. So you need to watch out for that, seriously.
And my advice for you is, if that case happened with you guys, just before you pay, ask the police. Call the police. Tell the restaurant staff that I'm going to call the police, and you also check what the police will say. But first, don't pay, because if you paid and call the police won't help you because they couldn't.
Yeah.
You already paid, you already agreed for the bill, you're already okay with that.
Yeah.
So you cannot refund the money.
Yeah. So your meal cost you what? How much? $20 or $100?
Yeah, the whole bill. Oh, $100.
Gee, and what was
Yeah.
it? What was it for $100?
Oh, food, drinks, shisha. Yeah, they ordered, brother. They ordered everything in the cafe.
All right, thinking that
Yeah.
you're going to pay. All right.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, guys, just remember that no money, no honey.
Don't do
Stay
that.
away
And,
from
yeah,
that.
and take care from scams everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah, there is also another advice that if you are using Tinder also.
Yeah, Tinder, yes.
Yeah.
Tinder dating app. Watch out for that. It's not another story.
Yes. One of my friend got scammed from Tinder, the dating app. He got matched with a girl, and she told him, okay, let's go to that place. That cafe is good. They serve good food, and he was like, okay with that. He didn't know anything about anything, and they scammed him for $200.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is the same scam again. Come to the restaurant.
Yes. It's
Come
also
to,
through the
yeah,
dating
yeah.
applications. So guys, take care. Also for the girls, sometimes
One thing you should be aware of is that these scams, they are organized groups. It's never one person. One person will be talking to you while another one is trying to distract you. Other scams that they will use, maybe a woman or a young man will come to you and say, oh, you got birds poo or pigeon poo on your clothes, or something, or some dirt has fallen onto your clothes, or they will say some dirt is on your clothes, and when you look into that, they will have smeared something on you a long time before that. Unknown to you, you start concentrating on the dirt that's on your clothes, or bird poo that's on your clothes, and then another person will disappear with your bag. So you need to watch out for that. If a bird has pooped on your jacket or your expensive jumper, don't worry about it. You can always get it washed. Just don't listen to what these people say, because they're just all over the place. Friendly locals. Somebody will approach you and say, hey, I'm friendly, I'm your friend. How can you be a friend? You never met. Watch out for these friendly locals, because they'll offer to take you to a best bar, pub, club, restaurant, cafe. Is the same scam that is used by gangs of scammers who will get pretty women to try and trick men into going into a restaurant. And you go to a restaurant or cafe or bar or pub, and guess what? You lose more than you have planned. These scammers, they target unexpected tourists or travelers. We have travel scams, tourist scams, even dating app scams. Some people use Tinder to scam people. Some people use Couchsurfing to scam people. Some people offer you a ride and then ask you to put all your bags in the boot, and then you do that and they take you to a restaurant. Say, don't worry, my friend, we'll pay. And then when you go to a restaurant, this happened to my Polish friend. Something very weird happened. When it was time for them to leave, they decided to go into the boot to check their bags. Their bags looked intact, but they had money in some of their bags, and when they checked, $500 was gone. They spoke to the driver, and the driver said, no, I was sitting in the restaurant with you, I only went to the loo. So maybe it wasn't there. So watch out for that. If you leave your bags in somebody's car, if they're going to a restaurant, just take your bags with you, more especially valuables. Don't just leave it there, because the person is a stranger. You don't know this person. So there are so many ways of these scammers trying to steal your bags from you, or trying to steal money from you. So they come with the wonderful of smiles, and they've got the best deals. They offer you the best deals, so don't fall for that. Here's another perfect example of a brilliant scammer at work. A friend of mine was traveling through Iran, and he got a taxi, and the taxi driver as he was driving, he said, you know, I'm very late for my prayers. Can I stop at the mosque and I'll take you wherever you want after that? My friend said, yeah, okay, no problem. Don't fall for that. That's another scam. So the guy stopped, went to the mosque, and he was gone for like an hour and left the meter running, the taxi meter running. Then after that, he came back and drove. And then when he got to destination, he owed me this much, including that 30 minutes or an hour wait. So watch out for that, because taxi drivers, you don't find a lot of them who are genuine, who are good, genuine people. A lot of them, they are only interested in making money from you. They try to milk you for as much as they can. You have dropped some money. Some scammers will tap you on the shoulder when you're walking and say you dropped some money. And when you start looking, they pickpocket you or they steal your bag. So watch out for that. If somebody say you dropped some money, come on, you didn't drop it, all right? Sometimes they'll put $10 on the floor, and then you try to pick that, and then you lose more. So you're trying to pick a $10 that you didn't drop, and then you got $200 in your pocket. So you get $10, but 200 goes missing. If you're wearing a nice expensive jacket or a coat, when you go to a club or pub as a traveler, don't just put it on a coat hanger and hope that it will be there when you come back. Because something bad happened to my friend. He was in a pub or club, and before the club closed, he decided he had enough. He was going back to his hostel, so he went to try and pick his coat, and his coat was gone. So he asked the pub manager. The guy looked at the CCTV, they could see somebody picking all nice jackets and walking away. So he asked, he said to the guy, can you call the police? And the guy said, no, that's gonna damage my business. So my friend didn't want to bother, so he left. Here's another one. This one happened to another good friend of mine who was traveling throughout Malaysia. He said he went to this hotel, and they said it was $20 for the night. He didn't sign anything, and then they asked for his passport, so he gave them his passport. Never give anybody a passport. Your passport doesn't belong to you, it actually belongs to the government. They request to keep your passport, don't give it to them, but don't give it to anyone and leave it there. Because what happened to my friend here, after he gave them the passport, in the morning, they told him that he owed $30. And he said, well, I'll call the police. I'll call the police. We're not going to give you a passport until you pay $30. So he ended up paying $30 instead of just a simple $20. My best advice is gather as much knowledge of where you're going as possible. Because if you got information, then it's so difficult for somebody to try and scam you. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my channel, do not forget to subscribe and share with all your friends.